3, 2, 1.
And we're live! Hey everyone, it's Melody Lane here, and I have Noelle, and Rose Andrews, and Carolyn just joined us, and we see her plants.
Yes.
I don't know if she can hear us yet.
Apparently.
Okay. When I cut these cards out, these Christmas cards, I cut 2 out at a time, something I don't normally do that I really should do more of so I get more done.
Good thinking.
And I started the first card. This is the front of it.
Awesome.
And this is cut out. I did this on the CRICUT Explorer, but I'm gonna kind of show you how to do some of the card without that. Like you can make the actual card on your own. But on the CRICUT Explorer, see, I wrote part of it and cut part of it.
Very cool.
So then the red part is the paper behind it.
Okay.
Oh.
And your nails look fabulous.
Thanks. And, okay, this is just the inside of the card, but it's not done yet.
Okay.
That's the part I have to do. And this is going in the card.
Oh, that's adorable.
Oh, he's adorable.
I think this is from Quilted Christmas, the snowman.
Okay.
I know this wreath is from Winter Wonderland, the Anna Griffin one.
Okay.
And I had a, this needs help, I don't know. This deer is from a CRICUT cartridge of some kind.
Wow. So informative.
I can't remember.
Could you be more vague?
And the background on these, I cuddlebugged. Well, I used my new Evolution, not my Cuttlebug.
Oh, cool.
But use the Cuttlebug folder. And this is going to be a shutter card.
Ooh, wow.
So this is the hard part.
Okay. Mary Jo has joined us.
Okay. I'm going to read these things and get rid of the questions for now, and then I'm going to turn on the camera on my project.
Perfect.
So Joyce Suhu says hello. And you should all have video on your screen now. If you're on the event page, you can click on the video, and there's also where you can click on the video on YouTube. If you go to my YouTube page, I think there should be a video there also.
I think you can just watch there. You can't ask questions.
Right, you can just watch.
So
But you can ask questions on the event page. Mary Jo says, hi everyone. This is her first ever hangout.
Yay!
Joyce is at work. She's trying to watch on her lunch. Okay.
put your questions in question and answer, not in comment. But I'll keep checking both.
Yeah.
If you're in comment, move over to question and answer.
And I'm going to switch my camera. There we go. Okay.
The lighting's really good today, too.
Yeah. So here is, this is a shutter card. And what we're going to do is, this is going to go on here. And then it's going to kind of stand out like this. Now, I made this in Design Space, but you can make this just with a cutting mat or X-Acto knife or scoreboard, you know, any of those things. I can't tell you the measurements. For one, because I don't even know. I just I just kind of created it. And you can make it any way you want. It doesn't have to be exact like this. But if you, what I did is you measure the top, from the top and the bottom, or I'm showing you from the bottom. From the top and the bottom, and then, like, say this is an inch, then measure an inch from the bottom up.
Okay.
And make a line, and then do slits that you can really make it any way you want.
Okay. Hold it right in the middle.
An inch and a half from each way this way, but what I did first is start from the bottom and top, and then place a line there, and do the same thing here and place a line there, and then just make sure the lines go, like say this is an inch and a half from the side, then you go from an inch and a half to this side, and then finish creating the lines.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Hold it exactly in the valley and mountain right in the middle part. That's exactly the center.
Right. Yeah, this is exactly the center. You can just score this whole line here. And then just make sure there's a score line here and here. And how I did this in Design Space, I just created a box and then put the box here and created the score line, then moved the box onto the other side of the score line and added a score line there. So I knew it would be even using the same box. And so just as long as your measurements are the same, because you could even, instead of having a score line here, you could move it over here if you wanted. I mean, you can try it any way you want. Because I saw this on Pinterest, but I didn't have the measurements. It was in a totally different language. So I just kind of looked at it and decided to go. But here is a, can you see it on the, from here to here it looks like it's an inch.
Okay.
And I think this was like, this is like an inch and a half on the sides here.
Okay.
And then I think this is like a half an inch. So you have, let me show you this one that I didn't fold the score lines yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
See, there's just a line there, there. And just make sure they're even on both sides. Scored all the way down the middle. And just make sure these top lines, so if you have it in a scoreboard, you know, just go down, skip the middle part, and then finish down there.
Fabulous. And if someone's a Patreon, then they can get that SVG from you, right?
Yes. Then they get this for free.
Even better.
Now, the hard part comes to folding it, because I was just folding this one, and I folded it backwards.
Okay.
So I just flipped the paper over. I had to go back and look at my video, look at the front of it, and see, now which way is that folded?
That's so funny. Rose, do you have one of these cut out?
I do not, because I'm lazy. Yeah. I was going to start cutting, but then I didn't want it to have background noise while she's talking. So.
Oh, it's a good idea. And Sherry Grant is saying that you can join the conversation from YouTube, so I apologize. I said that incorrectly. And if you're on YouTube watching, you can join from there. And Mickey Ray says the deer looks like it's from Snowfall.
That's right. That is it. Thank you.
No problem. These ladies have your back.
And we've got S. Brown and Sherry Braun and Janelle and Haley and Esther all say hi and hello in various forms of smileys.
So what kind of cardstock are you using? Is it really thick cardstock? You have to keep it thinner.
I'm not quite sure what it is.
Okay.
I think it's just like Recollections or something.
Okay. This
one comes from a Christmas one, this green. And it actually has trees in it, but every piece that cut out does not have a tree in it.
All right.
But the swirl is pretty, right?
Yeah. Perfect. So a little bit medium weight cardstock would fold better, close up better, you think?
Yeah.
Okay. Haley, we can help you. You're seeing us only, so don't worry.
Try to get this clear. Okay. Now, to fold this, no fold is the same next to it. I know that doesn't make sense. The middle one is a valley fold, so it folds like this.
Okay.
I find it easier if you fold the middle ones first, and then the top and bottom get folded like a mountain. Then once you have this folded in and these folded out, then it's easy to remember. Then the ones next to it are always the opposite.
Okay.
Oh, so this one I didn't even fold yet. And then this is folded this way, so then this one's a mountain fold, and then this is a valley fold. And this is really the hardest part, to remember how to fold it.
Okay.
I like the little extra bump out on the edge that you just folded there. It gives it that, like, almost fourth dimension. It's really cool.
Yeah.
So you're being asked, is this a little bit different version of the tri-shutter card?
Yeah.
Different. So yeah, is this a variation?
It's called a shutter card, but it's just a little bit different.
Okay.
I do have a video on this card for Father's Day. I made 2 Father Day cards with this.
Right, the golf one and she hasn't shown. Somebody had the question. Have you shown the adhesive yet? No, you're doing that right now. This is the first adhesive.
And you know what? I'm not supposed to put adhesive in this part.
Uh-oh.
Good thing you picked the kind you can roll off then.
So, I'm making adhesive boogers.
Oh, love it. Sure,
I forgot this part stands out. So the only part you put adhesive on are these like shapes here, like the C part.
Okay.
Not the middle.
Right. That is good to know.
Looks gross.
Rose never sees boogies at her daycare.
No, no, not at all.
Sure.
That's what my fingers look like at the end of the day.
There we go.
Okay. So now you get to see all my mistakes.
That's good. That helps.
Yay!
Well, I learn from mistakes.
Yeah. You're supposed to. That's what they're for.
That's how I got good at hair color.
Those first 10 were a doozy, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure some great stylist messed up a color, and that's why pink is so popular now.
Yeah.
I meant to make it pink. It's the new shade. New shade.
I did turn one of my clients pink on accident one time. She didn't leave with pink hair, though. But she still hasn't forgotten it.
Oh, my gosh.
Remember that time you turned me pink? Well, she had dark red hair, and she, like it was a violet color, and she wanted to change it and go lighter, so I had to put color remover on, and it was making it pink. And I'm like, I don't think it's supposed to be this way. So then I washed it off, and it was still pink. Well, the problem was I just didn't leave it on long enough. It would have went through the pink. So we did it again. Okay, so this is how the card will look then. And you can use a different paper here. This paper and the paper behind it are exactly the same side.
Okay.
And you'll see that in the... So then this one will go here. This will go here.
Oh, it makes more sense when you put him next to the snowman, like he's looking at something.
Yeah, the deer looks better now, huh? And I cut this paper, so all of these little swirls, I cut it so they would go together. Like this piece should be matching this piece, but I got them out of order, so I don't know what goes where, and I'm not going to take the time to make sure they match up. You know what I mean? Like the pieces would continue.
Yeah, I wouldn't have even thought of that. You're so smart. Now, are all these pieces part of the SVG that you offer your Patreons?
Yeah, it's not really an SVG. It's actually a design space file, and all you have to do is click on the file, and it opens up design space, and it's all ready for you to cut. You just load the paper on the mat.
I'm cutting it right now as we speak.
Oh, it's so quiet. Wow.
So you can't hear it? Good.
No, can't hear it.
What if you are using an SVG program? Is it in an SVG format?
No.
Okay.
But I have to say, the way you described it, if you just had your little scoreboard and your trimmer, you could easily do that. Although, why would you when you could have an Explorer?
Exactly.
Just saying.
I agree with you. That looks like you embossed the paper the deer is on. What embossing folder is that?
Yeah, it's the dots one.
Oh,
That's
that's
cute. Little snowflakes.
Yeah, so it's supposed to look like snow. Although I was thinking I shouldn't have embossed it down here so it looked like smooth snow.
Oh.
But I think of those things after I do them.
Well, you do it so everybody else now does. That's perfect.
That's right.
And you're just using ATG, and that will hold everything together properly?
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm going to ask about that. Very good. Is the outside paper the color paper, and the inside paper and the trifold space the same paper weight?
I think so.
Okay. Is this all the red paper you're asking about, Mary Jo? Because it looks like the red paper is all exactly the same paper, right?
Yeah, all the red paper is the same paper. It took 3 sheets of 12 by 12 paper, although it didn't use quite all of the paper, but...
And that paper with the green swirls on it, that looks like it's a little bit heavier weight.
It is a little bit heavier. It came from DCWV, is that right? From Michael's. I think I got it for like $5 after Christmas last year. It's from a Christmas pack.
Cute. Cute, pretty.
And I've never done the snowman. The snowman actually had more stuff, little tiny holes, but they were ripping, so I just got rid of those holes before I cut it again.
Good thinking. Some of it's just a little overdone.
And he's on some little pop-up squares. And I'm missing a square here. It's around here somewhere.
Melody, you could probably also take if you had a glitter pen that fit in the Explorer and draw the swirls on that way.
Oh, yeah. You're right. I could have done that with the deer, too, because originally I had a deer that had all these pretty swirls in it.
That's right.
I could have changed those to write them.
That's a great idea.
Oh, maybe I'll try that while we're talking.
Oh, yeah.
And then this is how it folds. Well,
So cute.
like that.
So that green paper on the outside, is that a heavier weight than the red on the inside? Here?
I think it is a teeny bit, and it's white core, and I hate white core, but I didn't have any green paper that wasn't, except for paper that wanted to just rip up, so.
Oh, right.
White core has its purpose for tearing, but for cutting, it leaves that white edge that just doesn't look perfect, and it has to be perfect.
Exactly. I don't like white core either.
Let me cut this little deer go.
But see, now someone can sit this out, and it'll look pretty.
Yeah.
And I also, on the Father's Day cards, I use different paper for this skinny line here, and this, and then these.
Yeah.
So you can switch it up and use different paper. But I thought for this, I kind of like the way it framed the center part.
That's amazing. The dimension is incredible. I love it.
So here's the card, not put together.
Okay. Melody, how many people have you got in?
There's 20. So this is just this green shows on both sides, the inside and the outside.
Okay.
So it's like that.
Oh, that's a great idea. What are the dimensions of the green paper?
What is what?
What are the dimensions of the green paper?
Oh, I don't know.
Little bit bigger than?
A little bit bigger.
It is 5.5. It's probably 5.5 by. Oh, it's 5.5 by 8.5.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
And then the inside red paper is 5.25 by 8.25.
All right. Perfect. It's down a quarter.
Yeah. And then this is the inside. This is 4.25 by 4, or yeah, 4.25 by 5.25.
Perfect. Thank you.
And this goes on the outside here.
Okay. So if you were to mass produce these, do you recommend doing all the insides first and then the outside, or making the panel for the outside and then putting the inside together?
Yeah.
Doing separately. You will.
And then here's, I love this wreath. This is from the Anna Griffin.
So pretty.
And I always lay it on first because it might need to go this way. And I think it does. And this I just use my Zig 2-way glue pen.
Have you tried that new Xyron 3-inch? It's like disposable.
No, I haven't. I've seen it on HSN.
I wonder why they made it disposable.
I know, that didn't make sense to me.
Yeah. It's not as pretty.
No.
That is what matters.
I love the fact that it's a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Mary Jo's asking about the weight of the paper, so it probably doesn't matter so much what the weight of the paper is it?
No, I don't think it does.
This is what you have.
And this one, this bow gets put right at the top of this one because we put a gold overlay on this bow.
Okay.
I love this bow. See,
Okay.
that goes like that.
Even on its own, that's so cute.
I keep hitting the camera. My hand is between my tripod.
Goodness. Like a contortionist today.
Yeah.
Now that piece would probably be good through his eye.
Oh, that's wrong.
Good catch.
I keep wanting to do everything wrong today.
All right, you're catching it and teaching.
Someone has a case of the Mondays.
And if anybody is on Facebook group, Rose and I are admins to Design Space Fans, and we're giving away 2 Cricut Explorers.
Wow, that's amazing.
We have, I don't remember how many members, there's over 6,000, but when we hit 8,000, we're giving one away, and then one at 10,000.
That's awesome. So what do people put in on the search for Facebook to find that?
It is technically Design Space Fans.
Design Space Fan. Awesome. And what do they need to do to enter? Just like or become
They
followers?
have to join, and then we're asking for like a testimonial of how you like Cricut, right?
Wonderful. That's a great idea.
And there's only about over 100 people entered, so your odds are way better than the I Made It contest.
Wow.
And there's no obligation. It's not a buying anything. We just are obsessed and we want more people with more ideas.
Yeah. Oh, that's
There's
fantastic.
tons of projects and files in there. Our photos album is kind of like Pinterest.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
many ideas. So now this is the piece that has cut through the center. This was, this whole thing here is actually I'm not sure what cartridge it came from. It's like a cutout, but instead of cutting it, I had it right. And I had to duplicate this whole thing, and then I made one cut out just the center part.
Okay.
And I put them on top of each other, and I had to attach it to the paper in the program. So that's how I got it to cut and write the same letters.
Okay.
I know it's hard to explain, but
No, that,
I do have some videos on it, kind of.
and that's part of the whole project for the Patreon.
Yeah. Yeah, like if you're a patron, you get this for free, and it's already done for you.
Esther says that the Facebook group is an awesome group.
It is.
Yeah, she's in our group.
Esther's awesome.
Yeah. Now, do you think I should poop out this?
Yes.
Like pop dot it? Yes, absolutely.
Okay, because I didn't on this one, but I was thinking about it. But I thought, well, I'll do one each way and see.
My theory is if the question is, should I add some glitter or a pop dot, the answer is always yes.
I'm with you, girl. I agree. I agree.
I get these pop-up squares from Joann's, and they come with these small ones and large ones, and I always use the large ones first, and now I'm stuck with all these pages of small.
That's got to be universal. I hate those teeny tiny ones. They do come in handy if you're doing something really small, but ugh.
Yeah, I agree.
The paper always sticks to my fingernail.
Yes, they're everywhere.
I wish they would sell them separately, because I'd buy 3 times more big ones than small ones.
Yeah, I know what they give you 5 big ones and 113,000 little ones.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
I like the pop dots that come in a box, and they're just basically a little glob of adhesive, and they have the 2 pieces of clear paper over them. I usually have one right there.
The glue dots?
The glue dots. Thank you. That was a tough name to remember. And then you can cut them really, really teeny tiny while they're in between their papers.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Cool.
There.
Very.
Yeah, very
Not
pretty.
done yet. It has berries.
Oh, wow. This is super fancy.
Oh, how cute would that be? Sparkly berries.
I know. I was going to put glitter on them. But let me show you how I put the berries on the first one.
Oh, those are tiny.
Those are tiny.
Yeah.
Lord.
Okay, let me find my tools. Okay, here's what I did. Now, I'm a hairdresser, so I'm used to having lots of tools in my hand at the same time. And I need 3.
Okay, I'm excited.
Okay.
Third hand of yours.
Okay. I'm holding it like this with one hand, and then I have this. This comes in the back of this quick stick.
That's a great tool. I love that tool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then the front of it is kind of sticky, so you can pick it up. You guys
Okay.
can't see very well. So I picked it up. I have that on the end. And then I put glue on here and then stick this down, and then I use this other tip to hold the little red thing down.
Wow.
Look at you. I bet you can
Let's
pat
go from here.
rub your stomach at the same time, too, can't you?
I can hold it.
You can pat your head and rub your stomach at the same time?
Yeah, a little bit. I've tried that.
That is very cool. Good tip.
Now it's stuck to my finger.
All those glue boogies from before.
Yeah.
Did the berries come from the Anna Griffin as well?
Yes, they came with the cut.
And that cut on the Explorer? Wow. Teeny tiny.
You're right, that's impressive. I'd be tempted to take a hole puncher and punch them bigger. I'm not adventurous as you. But with the tip, that's going to make it a whole lot easier.
Oops.
Oh, now I hear you cutting.
So that's my pen. I'll hit mute if it's annoying.
Oh, no, it's not that
Not
loud
at all.
I was surprised I couldn't hear it at all before. Great that that's
The
quiet.
little beeping is every time the pen lifts up, it goes beep, 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 beep. It's very kind of R2-D2. The geek in me loves it.
What if you glossy accented the red part on that bow?
Oh, that's pretty.
Those berries do make a big difference. That's awesome.
I think there's supposed to be more berries than what I have. I think I lost a few.
Yeah. I wonder why.
Now my computer's a little fuzzy. What is that tool you're using to hold it down with? Is it just a tweezer or?
No, I'll show you again.
The other end of the quick stick.
It's this. It's the quick stick, and then this comes out, and it has
Oh, that came out. I missed that part.
a flat side, and then it has a pointy side.
Okay.
I know, why is it fuzzy? Oh, there's fuzzy.
I wasn't sure if it was you or my, could very well be my 1982 computer.
Oh, I do suddenly go fuzzy. I think it was focusing on the glue cap.
Maybe that's
one called Pick Me Up, too. That's the same thing, and the end comes out, but it's green instead of white.
All right, it's confession time here. I used to work at a scrapbook store, and we sold the CRICUT Silhouette back when QuickCuts owned it. And we had those. Never knew that thing came out of the back.
Wow.
Did you just learn that just now?
Just learned that just now.
Okay, it's a wonderful thing.
They say in my state, bless my heart.
I lived in a house, and we were moving out of the house, and one of the kids discovered, I don't know what they were doing, I guess because the kitchen was empty, that there was this cabinet next to the stove that opened that you could put cookie sheets in. I'm like, would have been nice to have known that 2 years ago. Whole time, never knew. So.
I'm so glad I'm not the only one who does stuff like that.
Crazy. Oh, and Sherilyn Brown just said she didn't know that it did that either. Look, you're enlightening so many people here with the quick stick. And Mickey Ray says you're giving ideas for Christmas cards for this year. That's good. And Mary Jo appreciates that you're sharing this trick.
Whoops. I hate it when it sticks to me.
Well, it says quick stick.
Yeah. Okay, that's all the berries I'm putting on for now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to this one. You know, like they do on TV.
Yeah. Here's my cake I've already made.
Right.
I'm going to add some of this to it.
Of course. Not a Melody Lane creation without the stickles, the glitter.
Or you can just put little bling dots. That's what I did with my, I have red right here.
Well, that's
I did my floor today.
Yeah, that'd be pretty too.
Berries.
Ah. That instead of berries even. That's cute. That would be cute.
Now see the difference?
Yeah.
Yes. So pretty. Actually, that's one of those images I've seen. I'm like, man, it's a wreath, but seeing it more done actual paper than just the digital image, it's so much better.
I agree.
Okay, now who remembers how to fold this?
Oh,
that side, and then you go this way, and then together.
no two sides fold the same direction.
Right. So if you fold the middle one
Okay.
in, and it's like the opposite of what I think it should be for some reason. And then these fold out. Because no two folds are the same next to each other, on top or sideways.
Okay. So you recommend starting in the middle and folding it away from you first?
Yeah.
Okay. And then nobody matches, no copying next week.
Find the score lines when I can't find them.
How many cards have you made now? Because you did quite a few last month.
I don't know. I have them in a box.
Dottie, do you do a bunch of different cards when you send them out? Because I know some people do batch cards. They'll do the same one. I get bored after 3 if I try to do the same one.
I've never even made 3 of the same.
Okay.
I usually do 1 at a time. They're all different, and that's why I'm so behind on sending thank you cards. But I think I'm going to have to start doing at least 2 at a time. Because this, I mean, it was pretty easy to do 2 of this at the same time.
Yeah, not a good idea. We don't do, I don't do homemade cards at Christmas time, which is kind of crazy. We always do this weird, funky newsletter thing.
Well, now you can attach a wreath to your newsletter.
Yeah.
Yes, I should that.
Okay.
Great idea, Rose.
So this is the inside. This goes on the inside on here. And actually, I like this card just like this.
Yeah.
You know, without the...
Yeah.
And I'm going to go ahead and attach this before I attach it to the card, because I think I can get it even. And remember, only put adhesive on these outside, like the C's, kind of shaped like a C. And I'll turn the camera back onto me at the end, so you can, because that's less fuzzy.
Okay.
I think I just can't get this to focus because there's... I'm moving so much, you know what I mean?
Right. I think it's focusing on other things in the frame, but it's not bad. Do you think there's going to be extra postage needed on this card?
I don't know. Oh shoot, I forgot. Look at my hand now.
You found the other berries.
This is why my hands get dirty when I craft. Okay. I did send one of these to my dad on Father's Day in Florida, and I think it was 70 cents.
Okay. Good to know. Perfect. You only send these to the people you really like.
That's right.
Yeah.
We'll hope nobody's watched your video so that they now know if they didn't get this card, you don't really like them.
Okay, now I can't send this to everybody, so.
I'm just kidding.
Should be like a golden ticket of Willy Wonka. I've got the card. I've got the card.
I got the Melody Lane card.
Okay.
All right. Asking any new comments or questions here.
I challenge you people, everybody watching, to make their own card with their own dimensions.
Yeah.
It does not just look like this, but you could just make something up.
Great idea.
No, that's why we pay you. It's worth my little happy.
Oh, and when putting this middle one on, I had to put that one on many times, and I kept messing up.
Okay.
I tried to like fold this up like this and get the two score lines even.
Melody, it looks in Design Space like the one you did there is A2 size.
This is A2 size.
Okay, that's why it's like it shouldn't need extra postage then, should it?
Well,
It's a little heavier, maybe.
I think because it has extra paper.
Okay.
Like this red paper is like two pieces together. And then this, and then you got the front pieces, and I don't know, it could have just been that Father's Day card. And just so you guys know, if you send a square card, it costs extra just because it's a square.
No, isn't that ridiculous?
Why?
Ridiculous. And I was even told if you put a card in an envelope and the card is a lot smaller than the envelope, that they could return it to you.
Really?
Yeah. Had a long conversation with the lady at the post office one day about all this stuff.
Of all things for them to be worrying about, really?
I know. Like the people coming in and shooting them wasn't enough.
I don't know why now. Probably trying to send a square card.
Exactly.
Worked 3 hours on a square card. What do you mean I can't send it?
There. See, in this white core, you can see that white there. So I just use ink. And look at this trick I did. These things are always falling apart on me, and I don't always get them back on. So this is a strip of duct tape.
Oh.
So they will stay together, and then when I want to use it, I can just open it like that.
Brilliant.
Clever girl.
Well, because I was bringing these somewhere. I was to that
They
class
fall
I
apart.
did, and they were all going to fall apart and break apart and dry out. So I'm like, well, I got to keep them together. Well, then I went to use it. I'm like, oh, I can just do that.
That's
And I
brilliant.
kept it all together.
Love it.
Great tip.
Cute.
Okay. Then you put all these pieces on that I already showed you on the other one. So I'm not going to do that right now.
Okay. Did you ever find the little square you were missing?
No. It might be with these.
It'll turn up on the bottom of your shoe or the back of your bed the next day is usually where I find the piece I was missing.
I'm going to pop up the deer on this one.
Yeah.
Hey, Melody, here's a version of the deer from Design Space. I don't know if you can see it with the light.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me click on you so the people watching can see it.
Let me get some light on it. It's done with the pen feature, because that would not be fun to cut out.
So
But-
you did that and you wrote instead of cut the swirls?
Yes, I just ungrouped it and did the top layer in right and reattached it, and it came out. He's all swirly. He's kind of cute. I like him.
Yeah, I like him better than mine.
Me too.
So I'm going to switch that.
Pen.
That's great. Esther likes your idea with the ink pads because she's always knocking them off the shelf. I can imagine that would be a tricky.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And on the carpet, that's fun.
There. I like him better now.
Oh, Mary Jo has a good idea. If you hold the inside of the card the other direction, it looks like a chair. You make a card with somebody sitting in a chair.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, a lounger chair of some sort.
Yeah,
With your little beach chair.
Yeah.
You could even cut the inside of lines for it, add her on it. Oh my gosh, that's so smart.
Very cute. Good thinking, Mary Jo.
yeah, look.
That is adorable.
You could make this more of a chair, too, by moving the little things and...
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
And props for fun came in late. The card is not a CRICUT cut. This is an exclusive cut that Melody's put together, and she gives it to her Patreon. Patreon, and then you can get the files to open in your CRICUT Explorer.
Where's this? And when you're putting things together like this, always put them together first. Otherwise, you make my mistakes, and you glued the wrong side.
I'm famous for that.
You do the piece instead of putting the whole thing, taking the whole thing apart.
Yeah, and this piece is actually too long, and so I put it on here, and then I cut it off.
I like the snow kind of going outside of the frame. That's cute.
So Mary Jo started her comment with IMHO. I have no idea what that means.
In my humble opinion.
Oh, thank you.
Or JMHO is just my humble opinion.
Okay, that's awesome. Never heard those before.
It's on this little thing called the internet. Right.
It's not going to last, so.
That's right. It's a fad.
Yeah, the internet's not going to last. That's well, you know, they probably said the same thing about TV.
Yeah,
You know,
probably.
when radio is popular.
Yeah, well, why would anybody want to see the images? We only want to hear them.
Yeah. Or the 8-track tape player. I mean, that went so far.
That's kind of awesome. The Partridge Family 8-track player.
I made my kids watch the whole first season of that.
What they think? Lame?
Okay with it? Yeah, they didn't like Keith's hair, but other than that.
You know, I loved that show, but the thing on top of his head, that little puffy, that drove me nuts. And his puka shell necklace.
Yeah, his skin tight clothes, a little weird.
Now, Sean Cassidy.
That's who I loved was Sean, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You a Sean Cassidy fan, Melody?
I was, but I think I was only because my friends were. Yeah, I had his CD, or no, of course, not a CD.
That was innovative.
That was a record.
Did you run on it?
Yes.
Yes.
That's another
Big face on it. I
Yeah.
came with a poster of him too.
Yeah. I actually still have that album. I don't know why.
Because it's Sean Cassidy.
Yeah.
Like, you know?
He was so cute.
So adorable. Hardy Boys. He was a Hardy Boy.
I made my kids watch that too. I'm all about the pop culture here.
I made my son watch Leave It to Beaver.
Oh, that's another good one.
He's like, Mom, it's in black and white. I don't like black and white.
The best movies are in black and white. I'm an old movie, old TV gal myself.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree.
He's so cute. Little snowman.
I forgot to put him on the background. And I'm missing an arm of the snowman and his hat. See, when I cut something out, I like to put it together right away. And I tried to cut these out earlier, and I lose things.
Like if you have some little bin or something, you can put all the pieces in.
Yeah. Well, what I like to do is I like to cut the ones with the littlest pieces on the mat last, and then I keep them on the mat.
That's a good idea.
Until I need them.
Another good idea. Man, I feel like I've never opened a pair of scissors before. I'm learning everything.
Where's his hat?
Scissors. The only rule, apparently.
Must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found.
I found a square on the floor, but I lost one for this next one, too, so I don't know which one it's going to.
It'll even out eventually. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Now, I think when I do my snowman, I'm going to have to do Olaf. Is anyone surprised that I'm going to do from Frozen? Anyone?
Yeah.
Anyone?
Oh.
Noelle, you and I need to talk. We need to get you with texting. We need to get you with Frozen. On the interwebs.
She's not on Facebook.
You're not on Facebook?
No, I'm not. Sorry.
I don't even have anything snarky to say about that. That's just...
I'll give you time to think of something.
I was wondering, it's like, why don't I see, why aren't we friends on Facebook?
Not you, it's me.
Yeah. She doesn't like you, Rose. She told me. Okay. Oh, this is my black... The snowman came with tiny little eyes and tiny little dots for mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even try to keep those in track.
Pen feature.
So I just... And I can't find his hat.
Good color it in.
Things on them.
Good thing. Look how it turned out. This is an arm and his hat.
You
But
can
I'll
color
find
it
this
with a bling marker.
Yeah. And his nose.
A carrot.
Put out
But
a kind of orange.
I'll give him an orange nose.
There you go.
And his face comes with like the cutouts of where everything goes, so that's not hard.
Oh, that's good. You know where how to space it then.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And that goes on there and on
Happy.
here. So let's pretend I'm done.
Yeah.
Well, you did see me. Let's go ahead and finish this whole card. I'll take this from the other one.
I won't tell.
You did see me do it on here. Oh, and I have to tell you, I made a mistake on this first one I did, and I had to scrape this scarf off. I put the scarf on before his vest. Oh, and he has buttons on his vest, too. That I forgot. I think I lost those because they were so small. So I'm going to use a gold marker so they match the scarf.
Great idea.
The little pearl stuff would be cute, too, for the buttons.
That is a good idea.
You know,
I tried those pens. Do you like
am I
those?
sitting on the sun? Where's all this sun coming from?
Do you like those pens? I've not tried those. I haven't purchased any of those yet.
They fit the Explorer, so I like them that way.
I mean, this little glue, perfect pearls, I guess they call them.
Oh, those.
worked at a scrapbook store, and she sold them. She said, it comes out a perfect round dot. It doesn't have that little tip on it, but it has that little tip on it. So you lied. You lied. You know who you are.
Now,
You
Esther,
do that.
by the way, so I'm in good company.
What was that?
Esther hasn't seen Frozen either.
I
No.
haven't seen Frozen either, but I don't watch kids all day like Rose does. And I could have went and saw it. Terry took his granddaughter and asked me if I wanted to go, but instead I wanted to stay home and craft.
Yeah, I had no desire to see it until my friends made me see. You know, the kids. I want to see it, and I'm like, oh my god, the best movie ever.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a sweet little movie.
I love music.
Okay, I'm going to switch cameras.
Okay.
And I'm on my new Mac computer.
Do you liking it?
Yeah.
Good.
I was so happy when you got that. That was so exciting when you hit that goal.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
And then this is the inside.
Fabulous.
See, and you can make these papers different. Like on a lot of shutter cards, there's different papers inside. Can't see the... I do like this deer better. There. Look at that. I puffed him up real fast.
Oh, it looks like the snowman's feeding him.
Yeah. Oh. But I like this wreath is puffed up.
Yeah, that does look good.
And maybe put some green glitter on this Mary.
That'll get it.
I do have glitter pens. Let me see.
What? You have glitter pens?
They're right next to the Sean Cassidy CD.
And your scalp is really clean. I'm just telling you.
Carolyn said she would add trees to the background by the deer to make it pop. So just an
Oh,
idea.
that's cool.
Pretty.
What'd they say?
Put trees behind the deer to make it pop out a little bit more if you're not liking the way the deer looks.
Put what behind it?
Trees, you know those green things that grow outside? Trees?
Oh, trees. Actually, I was going to put trees behind it, and I was playing with it on the computer, and I don't know, for some reason I didn't like it or something.
Oh, okay.
But I was trying different sizes of them, and I don't know.
They are kind of a tricky thing to scale.
Well, right, because I don't know. So I just did it this way. But, yeah, I like to see what other people do.
How many do you have watching?
23.
I don't see any questions we haven't answered.
Okay.
You've done great answering questions today. I see lots of new names of people that haven't been here before. That's super fun.
Mary Jo loves it. And she says, thanks for sharing a trick. Sherry Brown says, hi. Crops for Fun says, oh, I'm so glad I figured out how to join the chat. I came in late. Is the entire shutter card a CRICUT? Oh, you already answered that, right? It's not. Well, you can create this with a cutting, what's it called? A cutting board?
Scoreboard?
Well, a scoreboard and then a
Paper cut?
cut with.
Are you trying to say craft knife or paper
Paper cutter.
Trimmer.
It's the communication that's breaking down.
Does anybody have any tips on keeping your paper on straight? Like, I put things on crooked all the time. Like this line here is a little crooked.
What do you mean, gluing it on straight or cutting it straight?
No, gluing it on. Like when I place something on top of something, it's never perfectly in the center, you know, with the same amount on each side.
And I guarantee you're pretty much the only one that notices that.
I think she's right.
Yeah, because I don't notice it on other people's.
That's what makes it homemade. That's what makes it original.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
Don't want perfect things. Then you buy that at the store.
Yeah, I really like these cards.
Yeah, they came out beautiful.
And then they look nice when they're setting out.
Mm-hmm.
But they do take more to make. Like, because I could have just made the front and stamped the inside and I'd be done.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. We're only sending them to the people we like, so it's all good.
Yeah. So if somebody gets a different kind of card, they're going to think, oh, she don't like me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we know where we stand.
Right.
Okay.
Noelle will never know because she's not on Facebook to see who got it.
That's right. I won't find out who your favorite is.
Marla Pelzensky says, hi, everyone. My first hangout took me a while to find everything. Okay, we already answered that one. Esperanza says, hi.
Make sure after you check these, you check the ones under the invitation page under usually comments there.
Oh, Sherilyn Braun says she didn't know that piece came out too. I think out of the quick stick thing. I don't know how I figured that out. I don't know if I saw somebody else do it. Because I think at first I was flipping it over to use it.
Yeah, that's what I did. It was flip. I thought it was just a one side or the other thing. Mm-hmm. It's special.
Does anyone else have any other questions?
I love this is new or not. Connie said, do they still sell the quick stick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought Hobby Lobby. Mine's the pick-me-up. It's a little bit different thing, but I bought it at Hobby Lobby. It was like $7, so I used a coupon with it.
Yeah, I just saw these at Joann's, and you can use the coupon. I think it was like $6.99.
Yeah, I don't think it's Quick Cuts anymore.
Okay.
I don't even know if they're still in business.
Huh.
They were good people, though.
Yeah, I think we are memory keepers. Well, this says Lifestyle Crafts. I don't know if you can read that. No, you can't.
I have my glasses.
Blurry. It's like right there. It says Lifestyle Crafts, and I actually got this and the Genius platform. I got it free. I won it from something. I forgot. And so they sent this to me and this, but I've seen these in the store since then. And I bought one, too, for a giveaway. And I lost the other piece already.
Ran away with the hat.
Yeah.
The dish ran away with the spoon.
And I tried to keep everything together. But I keep it on my table here, so then my arm is like reaching over and drags it onto the floor. I don't know. Okay. Kenny Parker says, my first hangout, loved it. Do they still sell Quick Stick? It's called Quick Stick now, someone says. Stephanie Johnson says, hi, everyone. Carolyn Pendon says, love it, so cute. You're amazing, Melody. Thank you, Rose Noel. It was very funny and entertaining. I love that it fell out while using it.
Must be how it did. It comes out. It fell out while she was using it.
Haley's waving hello.
Stephanie got her Quick Stick for $6. Did we read that?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Carolyn says she uses the blue tacky stuff and to ball it up when I run out. It works good.
Oh, so you put that inside of it, huh? That's interesting.
Yeah, because you can twist this
You get more goo.
And you get, yeah.
When it runs
Oh,
out.
this comes out too.
Oh, try that. So then you can put more. You just use that blue stuff. Oh, mine's got another stopper in it here. Well, I guess you could.
Yeah, I can twist it down, and then this comes up.
Okay.
But my other piece. Did you already say what you are hearing the pieces with? Well, I used this and my ATG gun. That's all I used, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, on the first bow, when I put the first bow on here, the red part, I put it through my Zyron. The second time, I think I just used the Zig pen. And Janelle says, yep, mine are never quite straight either, but that is what makes them so special. I have loved hanging out with you all. Thanks so much for everything you do. You make me feel brave.
Isn't that a Frozen? No,
Yeah, do you want me to sing a tune?
Did you make your card, Rose?
I did not. I spent all my time on my deer.
Okay.
And I ruined them because I tried to put the perfect pearls on them, and they...
Oh, let me see. Show it again.
Well, no, I folded it up, so yeah.
Oh.
You look like... we played paintball, is what we did.
Well, it looks like it's snowing on them.
That's it. That's it. Just going to rub it all over.
Patricia Lewis says it's definitely a poor snowman. Yeah, the one that doesn't have a hat and one arm.
Man.
No buttons. Oh yeah, and we already read that about the trees. Okay. I want to thank everyone for coming. Thank you, Noelle and Rose.
For having me.
Yes, thank you. It was fun.
Fun to meet you, Rose.
I need a haircut. My hair is really bugging me today.
Only you knew a hairdresser.
Yeah. Oh, who's the baby? You got your baby here.
My grandson.
Grandbaby.
Mason.
What's his name?
Mason?
Mason. Oh, no wonder you don't know Frozen. It's a boy. Okay.
Right.
Hi, Mason.
Hi.
Sweet.
Sorry.
That's all right. All right. Thank you guys, and thanks everyone for watching. And we'll see you in the next one. Me and Noelle do these at least once a month for the Christmas card hangout. So we'll plan another one for July.
Christmas in July.
Yep. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.